Hi, it's Kai and welcome to the Kai Life. I am coming to you guys with a new video. Make sure my face and my hair is put together. That would be great. I'm coming to you guys with a new video on how I created my centerpiece for my winter decor. If you weren't here and you didn't see the haul that I did for where I got this for where I got my items, I'm gonna link that information in the I circle somewhere on the screen in the top. Is it usually the left or the right? I think it's over here. So I'm gonna be showing you all how I created my centerpiece, and yeah, from my Dollar Tree haul, from my previous video, from my Dollar Tree haul. So I just wanted to come here and show you guys a really quick video of how I got my centerpiece to actually come together and be cohesive, because last year it did not work quite well. It wasn't working for me, and I ended up just pretty much throwing everything away, which was a waste of money. And I don't like to waste money. We all know that. That's why I get everything from Dollar Tree, Ross, and the thrift store. Okay, now ladies and gents, today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this beautiful centerpiece using the items that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and of course a glue gun. So first and foremost, I'm going to be doing the first item for my centerpiece. I'm going to be using a cylinder glass that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. Everything that I'm showing you here on this video is from the Dollar Tree. So what I started to do is I wanted to make a centerpiece that incorporated twine, bells, and the aesthetic is like white, silver, and I was trying to get rose gold because that is like the color right now. But I just got the closest thing that I could to rose gold. And yeah, so now I am tying a knot around the cylinder so that I can try to have a base for where I want my my twine to be around my cylinder glass. And after that, I'm going to start just wrapping it around and try to cover and hide those loops from the tie that I created, from the knot that I created. And I had an idea of how thick I wanted it to be. I didn't want it to be really thin because I wanted to put an ornament on the front of it, which you'll see later. So right here, I'm just wrapping it around. Very, very simple, very easy to do. I'll say the only part that's a little difficult is trying to handle it while it's laying down and trying to tie the knot. But you can probably do it while it's standing upright. And of course, tucking some of the excess twine. So I just pretty much just wrapped it around multiple times. I had enough twine in my package to actually use this throughout my centerpiece. So I wrapped it around, and then at the end I'm going to make sure it's secure and twist it tight enough, and also glue it with a glue gun to secure it so that it won't unravel. Now that I have finished wrapping the twine around my my cylinder glass cylinder, I started to use my small ornaments that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, the white and gold ones, and I'm trying to arrange it so that you can't clearly see that it's their ornaments. I try to make it so that the hook part, the latch part is not really that visible. So I try to arrange it, and of course, as you see here, you can still see it. So later on, I'm going to put some fake snow in. I was thinking about possibly gluing the pieces together, and it just didn't work. So I ended up later on putting some snow in, some fake snow, and just trying to hide it at the bottom and trying to figure out, because at the top you won't really be able to see it because of the twine. So I could easily hide it, and there's the snow. So you see me trying to hide the bottom, the bottoms to the ornaments, the hooks to the ornaments here with the fake snow. Okay, and as you can see here, I decided to go with the snowflake ornament. I have no idea why I kept the string on the back. I could have easily cut it off because there's scissors right in front of me. I guess I was just being lazy, I don't know, or overly excited. And the glue is coming out a disgusting yellow color, but hey, we're just gonna work with it. So yeah, I just glued the snowflake on the front, and that was pretty much it for that particular item for the centerpiece. And this is the end result. I moved some things around, added a couple of different ornaments, and that's it. So now on to the second part of the centerpiece. I also got a cube, a glass, of course it's like it looks like a cup, I don't know, but a glass cube. So I wanted to do, the reason I got these three is because I wanted to do different shapes and find a way to have it all cohesive. So this one is more of a square shape and more of a cube shape. And where I'm placing this twine on this item is at the bottom instead of at the top, which is the way I did the cylinder. And I'm doing the same exact thing. I kind of just tied it at the end. I didn't do like the bow, and I just tied it and then wrapped it. I'm wrapping it around multiple times, and then when I get to a place or a thickness or width that I think I'm comfortable with and I'm confident having on this particular item, I'm going to glue it with a glue gun, and I am going to also cut it, of course. It can be a little tricky with the glass because it can slide. So if you want to glue it down first, if that's possible, or find a way to tape it so they can stay, the first part can stay, then the beginning part can stay, then you might want to do that. So as my decoration on the front of this item, I decided to go with my bells, and they're kind of like an acorny type of bell. So I'm going to use my glue gun, and I'm actually trying to figure out how I wanted to hang on the front right here, but it didn't hold for some reason. The glue wouldn't hold the string itself. So I just went ahead and I kind of just glued them facing each other, and it actually came out pretty nicely. And I'm sorry about the angle, because I realized that where I am on the camera, you can't see the full item, but I guess it's good enough because you can see most of it, if not all of it. So yeah, so this is where I put how I glued the bells on, just using a hot glue gun, which is, if you're a crafty person, that's like your best friend. So that is pretty much it for how I glued it and created the base for this item. After I let it glue for a few seconds, I went on and I started to fill up the glass with the leftover ornaments from the previous package, and then I have berries that goes with the aesthetics of what I was trying to go with, and I'm filling that in as well just to give it more like of a fancy look. And this is the end result of item number 2. So as you can see, I filled it with the ornaments and the berries. And now on to the last and final item that I used for my centerpiece. This is actually the globe that I have And I used a glue gun, and I started at the very top. I didn't really know where I was going to go with this, but I actually do like the end result. So I wanted to go at the top and start it from there. And what I did was I wrapped the twine around twice at the top, and then I wanted to do some at the top and some at the bottom to kind of make it cohesive with the other two items, because it's some twine at the bottom and some twine at the top. But I actually ended up doing twine at the bottom and the top, but I made it so that it would cover the whole globe. So what I did was, right here, I'm actually gluing the bottom of, as you can see, with a hot glue gun. Please be very careful, because I burned myself like 3 times during this whole thing. So be very careful, because of course a hot glue gun is very hot. So here I am. So right here I'm actually I put the hot glue gun, put glue on the base of the globe, and I'm just using the twine to wrap it around and secure it a couple times. And I want to make it thick enough so that I can cover the glue from the hot glue gun. And after that, I start to wrap it, and I try to wrap it so I can kind of go up and down and make like some type of funky design. So as I do that, as you can see, after I wrap it with thickness, I kind of just try and make it so that I glue it, of course, and I try and make it, when I'm wrapping it, I try and make it go up and down. So I'll wrap it, and I'll take some time over the globe part, and then I'll wrap it around the top, and then I'll go back down, and I'll wrap it around the bottom and go up and wrap it around the top. And that's what I did throughout the whole process of this. I didn't have to use any more glue until I got to the very end, just to secure it. And that is how I ended up getting the look that I got for the base of this, why can I talk? The base and the globe look that I have to cover it with the twine. I don't know where it came from. It just happened. I just decided to just wrap it, and not fully. I was going to try and wrap it in the middle, at the top, and at the bottom, but I didn't really want to do that. And I feel like this was a lot more creative, and it came out beautifully. So after I wrap this, I'm going to fill it. So right here, I am making a mess. I am using the faux or fake snow that I got, which is basically really small little foam balls. And I'm using that I kind of want to like this. I'm using this because I want to make like a wintry and snowy effect. And as you can see, I'm putting the candle in, but I kind of jumped the gun. I should have waited and put the candle in first and then added all the other items. But after I realized that I shouldn't have put the snow in first. I actually poured a lot of it out, and I used the bells. As you can see here, I used the bells that I glued on the square item centerpiece, and I just had it in there just to make it put a little bit of gold and silver in there. But of course, I'm going to pour out a ton of the faux snow or the fake snow. I poured it back into the bag because it was not working. So I actually like it a lot better with less snow, so you can see everything within the globe. And this is the end result of the last item that's going on with the centerpiece. And so this is the end result of my centerpiece. I just grabbed one of the wreaths that I purchased, and I would just put it around the 3 items. If you want, you can get a plate and glue the wreath to it to make it more of a base. I just put it on the table and put the wreath around. It was a lot more simple. But this is the final item product of everything that I put together, and I really, really do love it. But if, like I said before, if you want to make more of a base, you can always put a plate or a pan or a dish under it, and either that or you can do that and put the wreath around it as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this and got something from it. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw, and I hope that gave you some inspiration on some really cool decorations that you can use for the winter season. Our centerpiece excursion on how we create the centerpiece and step by step, and hopefully you guys got some inspiration from that, and you'll be hopefully using it in your own personal decoration tips, DIYs, and things like that. So if you watched this video to this point and you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you do so we can be friends and you can learn more about me and I can learn more about you. Also, don't forget to comment, hit the notifications button, because apparently everyone needs to, I guess, I don't know. And comment and tell your friends about this channel. Tell your friends about me and tell them and convince them to join the family. And for those who are not new and you've been a loyal fan of mine, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support and love and coming back and supporting your girl, because you know I need it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.